We join Hanzo just outside of Whiterun, where he looks to join the ranks of the companions. His former trainer, Grelka, advised there was no better place to learn the way of the blade than Jorrvaskr. In this moment, he is excited at the prospect of a new training regimen and new adventures. But he is a bit nervous about how the most renowned warriors in Skyrim will react to a migrant Redguard showing up on their doorstep. As he approaches the city, he sees a group of warriors fending off a giant encroaching on some farmlands. Hanzo has never faced a foe such as this, but is eager to get his hands dirty.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up at Jorrvaskr. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to them, good luck.
Ah, so these were the famed companions all along. Impressing them with his combat prowess is a great first step in becoming their latest recruit. As Hanzo enters the city walls, a wave of excitement washes over him. Whiterun has all the bustle and commerce of Riften, but none of the grimy criminal underbelly. This means that there will be lots of deep pockets with lots of interesting work to be done. And here is Jorrvaskr. Legend has it, it was built from the hull of the longship originally taken by Ysgramor and his 500 companions from Atmora to Skyrim. Even as a Redguard, seeing such a piece of history makes Hanzo tremble. And here it is, the moment of truth. Will the companions accept Hanzo into their ranks?
Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorrvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. Thought perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye.
Yes, you're very fond of saying so. You know I like cameras and actors.
Just have a few swings at me.
Vilkas, seeing Hanzo get into an unarmed fighting stance, lets a smirk creep across his face. Hanzo, trying too hard to impress Vilkas, pulls out all the stops and recklessly throws out his most advanced strikes. But he immediately realizes he has much to learn, as the heavily clad Vilkas uses nothing but fundamental footwork to knock Hanzo off balance. After a deep breath, Hanzo refocuses on the fight, and he finally lands a blow. And he knows it lands true, because the smirk instantly falls off of Vilkas' face, and his fancy footwork turns into a slight stumble.
You're still a wealth to us.
Having gathered his first task from the companion's leadership and a couple of smaller local bounties, Hanzo preps to leave the city. But on his way out, he's stopped by a pair of Alakir. Like many young Redguards, Hanzo has no love for the Alakir, having constantly been harassed to join the war. Seems they are hunting a criminal from Hammerfell. Hanzo simply does what he can to end the conversation as soon as possible. For his first official job with the companions, Vilkas assigned Hanzo a vampire den. A vampire den for the brand new recruit. Hanzo suspects the blows landed in his evaluation caused Vilkas a bit of a grudge. He decides to leave this one for last and focus on his other jobs instead. First up is the retrieval of a family heirloom from a bandit den. Now bandits Hanzo can handle.
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
Next up is a bounty for a bandit leader deeper in the tundra. This camp has a couple of mages in their ranks, making it much more harrowing. But Hanzo gets through it. Forced now to face the vampires, Hanzo decides he needs backup, so he stops at Riverwood once again to pick up his old friend Gore. He knows this challenge is meant as a test, but it's an unreasonable one and he shouldn't have been made to face it alone. Still, these creatures present an enormous danger and need to be exterminated, and Hanzo feels duty-bound to take care of it. Upon returning to Jorrvaskr, Vilkas seems surprised and even a bit impressed to see Hanzo back in one piece. Hanzo hopes this will mark the end of this dangerous rivalry. And that does it for Hanzo's first experience in Whiterun with the companions. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to see more of his progression to the Spectre known as Scorpion, as well as for build guides, modding tips, and gameplay videos. Thanks, and see you soon.